Now, 50 Cent T.I. beef has just hit the depths of hell. And in my last video, we left off where King Harris was responding to 50 Cent posting up an unflattering picture of Tiny, his mother. And he said, well, why don't you go dig up the charred remains of your dead, burnt up mother, and then we could compare our own mothers together. Well, it looks like we're going to continue with King because he is not done. Now, he put up a picture of 50 Cent's son, yeah, the one that actually likes him. King would post a picture of that son sitting on 50's lap, and he would say, you think that you raising a man having a teenager sit on your lap, but really you raising a hoe, sir. He would also post a picture of 50 Cent seemingly holding a magic stick in his hand, and he would say, no AI, Curtis the Johnson juggler, this the magic stick you talking about? I just know this tough and buff ass nigga ain't out here playing in the general public gripping dicks. In real life, this what you gotta do to sell out Broadway, huh? 50 laughing emojis. Keep posting, little nigga. You got the right ones. This time, damn, Miss Jackson, your son a freaky man. Wish you was here to whoop his ass. I ain't gonna lie. King is out here cooking. Oh, the press wasn't over, baby. This a full court press. He would then post up the transgressions of Curtis 50 Cent Jackson by saying you got shot 9 times and did nothing. You dissed Lil' Kim after she refused to go on a date with him. You had to duck shots because of it, and you started making memes. You got smoked by Jadakiss and Styles P in a rap battle. You talked tough and then ducked the beef with Fat Joe because he knew he couldn't F with Joe on a street level. He got outsold and embarrassed by Kanye West on his 3rd album. He knew he couldn't F with Rick Ross musically, so he resorted into making skits. He reposted a sex tape of Tierra Marie just because, and has publicly disrespected Ashanti, Sierra, Vivica Fox, etc. for no reason. And last but certainly not least, and not the final thing that I think that he's gonna post up about 50 Cent, King would post a throwback of 50 Cent in 2003 in court, handling a situation where allegedly he beat up 3 girls at a concert.
Curtis Jackson, 29-year-old who admitted to trampling and beating 3 women at a concert.
He attacked women. Women. We were just there to see a concert. We were not there to get beat up. We were not there to get hit.
Go, go, go.
The rapper with the gangster attitude stepped on 2 of the women and punched the 3rd in the face after jumping into the crowd in search of someone who threw a water bottle at him during a surprise concert at this club in May of 2004.
They did nothing to justify or excuse the defendant's actions.
He has demonstrated since his earlier run-in with the law as a young man that he is a law-abiding citizen.
You ain't got no drop.
That is not the image 50 Cent uses to sell his music, but it will have to be. Judge Robert Coomer accepted Jackson's admission of the facts, gave him a lecture on how this incident would reflect on the rapper's 9-year-old son, and then continued the case for 2 years without a finding. In the meantime, the rapper will have to submit to random drug tests, pay the medical expenses of his victims, pay court costs, undergo anger management treatment, and produce an anti-gun violence public service announcement. Jackson signed off on the deal. And then snuck out of the courthouse through a back door.
50 Cent would cleverly respond to King by posting a scene off of ATL, the legendary movie starring his father T.I., where he was defending and trying to chase time to go get his little brother and out of trouble from Big Boy, who 50 Cent would put his face on, and he would be intimidating him, saying, you know this grown man business, don't you?
What's it?
It's grown man business.
It's grown man business. Boom! Ooh, got your ass.
Now, may I add that I've seen a lot of people perpetuating what 50 Cent's perpetuating. I get it, 50 Cent saying, like, I'm not going back and forth with T.I.'s son. But I also see people online saying that King Harris should just be quiet and stay in the little boy's place. That is a grown man with a kid of his own defending the honor of his mama. We are not going to call him a kid. He is a grown man making grown man decisions. Now, T.I. would cleverly drop a track where he didn't really seem like he named 50 Cent, but the bars could possibly be interpreted that he was dissing 50 Cent. But then he would turn around and drop a whole diss track called The Right One, where he not only did he mention 50's name, you could tell that he's directly addressing 50 Cent.
You ain't the only one with Grammy before you had a deal. You think you special, end up somewhere pushing daffodils. Nigga, you got less talent, you're less attractive, more average, you ain't got more motion, you just moving where it led traffic.
Tip would then have a meme of his own to put up of himself where he got into it with the security guard that worked the gate at his neighborhood, and he told him to push the button continuously, which ended up landing T.I. in jail for the night.
Hit the motherfucking button, nigga. Hey, hit the button, nigga.
Essentially, that would be 50 Cent's invitation to come out and play. Yeah, go get in the booth. Let's go back and forth. Let's have a lyrical spar, why don't we? T.I. would then post footage of him eating with his family, his mother on one side, his wife on the other, his son over there, family members across from us, essentially saying, yo, 50, can you do this? Do you have family that actually loves you? That's what that moment meant. And then he would also put a caption that would seal the moment with a kiss. T.I. would put up a still frame of him kissing his mother at the dinner table and would say, my biggest flex is being able to protect my mama till I could provide her a better life. Happy birthday, mama. Your turn, duck. And we all know that 50 Cent clearly has some type of abandonment issues from his mother passing away in 1983 when he was only 8 years old. Because, look, the man make everybody hate his mama in every show that he produces. They gotta hate their mama. They gotta have some type of mother issue. It's kind of really crazy, to be honest. And just when we thought 50 Cent felt the pressure to get in the booth, he surprised us, y'all. He dropped something. Another meme. And it said, opening night, March 30th, no rappers, no bad BBLs, no little effed up albino kids. Just a sold out Broadway. What? And he would be referring to a Broadway play that he's producing called Joe Turner's Come and Gone. Ah, man. It looks like we ain't seen 50 Cent get this type of aggression returned to him in a minute. And I will say, this is how you gotta do it. I tell people all the time, if you're gonna go there with 50 Cent, you gotta go all the way. I didn't like how T.I. was responding at first, but now I like the music. I like the diss. I thought it was solid. I like the other track, the subliminal track. I thought that was solid too, man. T.I. is rapping really, really good for a man in his mid-40s. Not that you just forget how to rap, but usually by this time, you know, our rappers ain't what they used to be. That's just the honest to God truth. And me, man, I like my rappers to actually rap. I like my rappers when they respond to controversy with music. So salute to T.I. for that. 50 Cent, I don't think you can meme your way out of this one. I think you either gonna just leave it alone, or what you're gonna have to do is actually go in the booth and rap. And I know what you and your fans are gonna say, 50 Cent is too big for T.I. I don't understand when we started doing this. When is it this person's too big for this person's too big for that? I can see if it's a situation where it's like somebody's trying to insert themselves in the middle of a situation, but this is actually between you and T.I. You are pushing this beef by putting up pictures and putting up memes. If you got time to do that, then to me, you got time to spend a day in the yo and make you a song. I mean, everybody that 50 Cent has musically beefed with for the most part is not bigger than T.I. So what's the issue? Nas, he's bigger than T.I. 50 Cent versus Jay-Z, Jay-Z's bigger than T.I. I get that. But everybody else is a foregone conclusion that we know that they're not bigger. Ja Rule wasn't bigger than T.I., even though Ja Rule was a big artist. Jadakiss wasn't a bigger artist than T.I. Fat Joe's not a bigger artist than T.I. Styles P's not a bigger artist than T.I. So what are we talking about? And I fully don't expect 50 Cent to do anything. I'm just saying these arguments aren't good arguments to his fans. And as far as King, like I said earlier, man, I'm tired of everybody acting like King isn't supposed to stand up for his own damn mama. I don't know what man wouldn't crash out about his mama. They trying to say, oh, well, he's not about that. He's trying to act like he's like that. He's trying to, he's going against the boogeyman. Listen, I don't care who I would be going up against. That's my mama. And as far as 50 Cent with this boogeyman thing, we really got to discuss this. Because I've always said people give 50 Cent too much credit for being like the world's most toughest boogeyman gangster, when really a lot of the things that's happened to 50 Cent is really him being a victim. He was shot. He was stabbed. They put out an order of protection automatically for him against Ja Rule and Murder Inc. The Supreme Team was on his ass. I'm just sitting here trying to figure out what has 50 Cent done to show us that he's not to be fucked with, other than show his acting skills by doing skits and joking around and making memes. If you beef with 50 Cent, especially in 2026, I can assure you nothing's gonna happen to you. At this point, 50 Cent is in his 50s. He's just a narrative pusher. He's just somebody that's entertained through social media. If you don't know how to play the game back, usually that's when you play yourself. But I will say T.I. and King seem to be knowing what they're doing. Now 50, what I will say about you, my boy, these jokes ain't hitting the same right here. We don't care about your little play that you're trying to promote. We want to see you get in the booth. We want to see you rap. We want to see rappers do rapper shit. And let me say this, T.I. ain't the toughest guy on the block either. I do think he a little throwed off too, but I understand that T.I. wasn't the one who really started this. 50 Cent is. And people are saying that 50's the boogeyman, not T.I. And for those who know how this shit goes, man, we know ain't nothing finna happen between these guys, man. The chances of them seeing each other right now is very low. They don't really run in the same circles. I don't even think if they see each other, some real shit gonna pop off. I don't even think they really hate each other like that. I think that they both is just trying to win the social media war. It's a lot of deep pulling right now. Yes, a lot of ego stroking. We got a 45, 46-year-old man and a 50-year-old man. Trust me, fighting hurts, and they don't want to do that. But I don't know, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation. Who do y'all think is winning right now? Do you think 50 winning? Do you think that 50's the roughest, toughest bumbleclot and nobody should be fucking with him? They should retreat because 50 Cent is known to be the biggest bully on the block? Or do bullies take the hardest fall? And T.I. and King is showing him that. Y'all let me know down below in the comments, man. First, make sure that y'all hit that hype button somewhere down below. That hype button just makes sure that people like me who have smaller pages get further in the algorithm. It's just letting people know, like, this is what we want. This is what we want to see. Also, of course, man, make sure to hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. And we out, baby. Boo! IG-TheLaFlare.
It's him.